experience at Sinman Chevy in Mount Horeb.
This is former Wisconsin linebacker Chris Orr. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station on Wisconsin.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. Are the Milwaukee Bucks back? Well, they've won back-to-back since Giannis has returned to the lineup, and if they win one more, that will be a winning streak. They have happened before. Milwaukee will have a chance for 3 in a row tomorrow night as they take on the Washington Wizards. Coverage of that game will start at 6:30. Tip-off is at 7 p.m., and you can hear that game right here on Madison's home for Milwaukee Bucks basketball, 100.5 ESPN. On to college basketball. The Marquette Golden Eagles are at home over in Milwaukee as they host Seton Hall tonight. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. Seton Hall is currently 1.5-point favorites in that game. And then here in Madison, the Wisconsin Badgers are also at home as they host the Milwaukee Panthers. That game also tipping off at 6 o'clock. The Badgers 20.5-point favorites in that one. And finally, a couple of birthdays. Happy birthday to Barry Alvarez and Zach Barr.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
We got Homer, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
We have
Pessimist Molly.
No. Realist.
and then Contrarian.
Total. Yeah.
Jim Rutledge here.
It's Mer.
I'm the barometer.
Mister.
Could it be possible you guys are the best show in ESPN Wisconsin, the whole state?
Yeah, obviously. It's
possible. Anything's possible.
You're the best.
I mean,
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light at the Mountains Blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush at Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown, who is in her Jim, Matt, and Molly Iron Jock quarter zip. And
Yeah,
you can see that on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. I am in a burnt orange sweatshirt. And Dimps behind the glass in a hoodie there. And
no flannel like prime time.
But still dressed very warm for being in a very small space. But
it is an 85-degree room, but Dimps is thriving. You also have like a fluff ball on your shoulder, and it's driving me nuts. Okay,
I do. All
thank
right.
you.
Yeah, I have 2 shirts from Patagonia, and it's just fluff a lot of fluff on the inside.
Does it bleed onto all your other clothes, like in the dryer and stuff,
a little
and then
bit,
everything else is just
but like
covered?
Today, like when I worked out at Carbon, like I put the shirt on, and I was like, fluff my beard and my hair. I had like defluff after taking the shower after working out at Carbon World Health earlier today, and obviously 2026 is on its way. You don't have to wait to 2026, although it is a couple days away, to go get a great workout over at Carbon World Health and kind of start on your new goals. Look at this. I pull up my sleeve, fluff all on my arm. Fluff all over the place.
You shave your arms.
I do. Thank you.
Are you embarrassed by that? That I just called that out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Why?
Wait, I don't know. But anyways.
It's not normal. Dimps, you're speaking because I'm speaking to you. That sounds so demanding. For what it's worth, everybody that is listening, Owen can speak when spoken to. Horrible rule, but that is the rule. Okay, Dimps, I'm talking to you. Do you shave your arms, or is that like a normal thing for men to do?
I personally do not shave my arms, but I'm not going to hate on another person for doing whatever they want to do.
I'm not not hating on you. Jim is a hairy fella. Okay?
I am a hairy fella. All right, full disclosure, yes, I manicure. I should have a Manscaped sort
so
of
does
like.
Matt LaFleur. We've heard he spends $100 a week on his look.
Yeah, my arms, like I try to at least have manicured body hair, all right?
Manicured lawn.
Right, exactly. It might be a full lawn, but it's a manicured lawn with me. So, yes.
Stop sweating. I'm sorry that I just embarrassed you.
Literally, I think you're the only person in the entire world that's ever noticed that. So,
no, I've noticed it before. I just have never said anything.
Well, thanks. Thanks for pointing it out. All right, get into the show. 844-770-3776.
Do you shave your arms?
Jeremiah in Madison says, it's weird, guys. Thank you, Jeremiah. So chime in with what weird body part you shave as a man.
No, you know what?
844-770-3776. Carlos talking text line list is more. I can only read certain things on the radio.
No, I fully understand why you would do it. Like I can imagine that your hair and how thick it can be can get hot and sweaty and gross and all the things. Yep. My concern would be if you get like ingrown hairs on your arms. Well, that would hurt.
So it's shaved with like the Manscaped. I literally use the Manscaped thing. I just give them free advertising.
Is that like a one?
Yes. It's a specific brand. It's like for body hair. So as Jeremiah Madison said, just be a man. Well, specific brands for men who don't want to be as hairy as I am. So it's more of, like I said, like a lawn trim. It's just cut down. I didn't shave it. It's just cut down, and it will grow back, and then I will shave it again.
Okay. Can I ask, like...
Fire away, Molly.
Okay. Like stomach, back, legs, feet, hands. Does that all get manscaped too? I won't ask about other areas. I'm just genuinely curious.
Back, it's manscaped too. The rest in my arms, yeah.
Do you have somebody that does it for you, or do you do it yourself?
I do it myself.
Wow, you're flexible.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Carbon.
Yes. Because
like you know, like when you like there's like stretches I used to be able to do when I was younger, and now I'm like I physically can't do that. So that's shocking that you can do that yourself.
I can. There's also like
you don't have a fear of just like one patch of hair being there.
I mean, there are mirrors. Mirrors exist. So
I guess.
Yes. And so there are like extensions.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes, I am flexible, and I don't always have the extension, but yeah, you can get extensions there
okay.
too. So yeah, I don't want to be embarrassing my family at the beach, so I kind of go with what's the Ted Lasso, the guy who's the kind of grumpy guy in Ted Lasso.
He's talking to you, Dimps. I don't know Ted Lasso.
Do you watch Ted Lasso?
I've never watched Ted Lasso.
Roy Kent. Roy Kent would be, I would say how, not that apparently we're just talking about it, how I would look with my shirt off would be like Roy Kent. Thanks, shout out to Carbon World Health, because at least that's why I have to be in shape too. I can't just be some oafy, overweight guy with hair.
Yeah,
no offense to anyone out there listening that is that person. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carlos Talking text line. List is more. You can share any of your body parts that you shave. Jeremiah Madison says, I'm like you, Jim. You just got to own it. I don't want to. I'm owning how I like to look, and I do it for me. So, but there, Jeremiah, do you. I just don't want to be the person that everyone sees at the beach and is like, what species of man is that? Like, so.
I mean, do people actually really care?
I don't know. I think
like
I care.
Unless some random person's like back hair is touching me, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Now, I do have a question. I'm going to have a lot of questions.
All right, let's do it.
So, if you do keep long body hair, do you have to wear sunscreen? Like, if you are as hairy as you say that you are, covered, like, do you have to wear sunscreen, or are you fully protected? You're good to go.
I wouldn't know because upper body, I shave most of it except for my chest. I don't really put much on my chest, but I'll do like the spray sometimes just to make sure. But it's more early. So it's like, hey, if I'm going out like in, let's say like May or June, and it's like the first time my skin is seeing the sun, and then if I mow the lawn or whatever, then like over the course of the year, then I just stop.
Gotcha.
On the areas. And then my legs, actually your legs can get decently burned because they're just like out there.
Good to know.
Yeah. Haven't really burned my chest before though, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
good.
down in Mexico when I was younger, but that was Mexico and it's hotter down there. I was like down there in the summer, so I feel like the sun is beating a little bit hot there. So you can chime in 844-770-3776 on the Carbon Talking text line. List is more. If you have any more body hair questions for me, Fire him off. I'm also growing the beard out a little longer than normal, so we'll see how that goes.
Is there a reason?
I don't know. Just felt like I'd mix it up a little bit. Kind of just see how gray I can get my beard. I feel like the more it grows out, the
grayer it gets.
What's that?
The grayer it gets?
The grayer it gets, yes. So we'll see on that. Jeremiah says for him it helps, but you need lotion. So
Ugh. Rubbing lotion into that much hair sounds like a lot. Yeah. I don't know if I'd. Yeah.
Well,
freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, well, good thing that's not on your docket there, so you don't have to worry about that one. Let's transitioning into the hairless. Matt LaFleur is a guy with the Green Bay Packers who I am curious. He's the head coach.
A naked mole rat, a head coach,
naked mole
apparently.
And the Adam Madison chimes in, top of the feet is hands down the worst sunburn ever. I agree.
Really?
You've never burned the top of your feet?
I mean, I'm sure I have, but I don't remember it being like the worst.
It's just so, one, it's like baby skin. You don't really burn it very often.
Yeah.
And then two, like flip-flop, like everything you do is like...
I can imagine, putting on shoes, all the things.
Socks and shoes, the whole thing. I burned, so when I lived in South Florida, we can just chime in on this, 844-770. We'll get to LaFleur next time.
What's the worst sunburn you've had?
844-770-3776. What's the worst place you've been sunburned? Or the most embarrassing. And I'll share that it was someone I dated down in Florida. They had a suit that had like a kind of like a mesh star. And she got burned. She had like a mesh star burn right in the middle of her chest that she was not thrilled with. So that's one that I will share with that someone else had. But the worst burn I had was probably it was the bottom of my feet, but it wasn't from the sun. It was from the actual if
you actually got like a burn.
Yeah, on the South Florida in the summer, that sand is hot,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't realize, and it was it wasn't super bad, but it was a couple days where it hurt to step down on the bottom of my feet. Luckily, it healed pretty quick, but that was brutal. But the top of my feet was pretty nasty. I think it burned the top of my hands once too. The areas you just don't see a lot of sun is usually the worst burn you could have.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, your scalp when that gets burnt too, that hurts, or your ears.
Ears, yeah.
I actually had when I lived in Tucson. I was maybe so I was probably 16. No, because I couldn't drive yet, so I was probably 15. And I, for the 4th of July, my friend and I, we stayed at this resort place, and so we were by the pool all day. Yeah. And she didn't need to wear sunscreen, but for me, I needed to.
Yep.
But I was I don't need it. I'm fine, even though it's 100-something degrees.
Right.
The UV is level 1,000. Right. We're just getting
see
blasted.
Steam coming off.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I was no, I'm gonna get tan. I'm gonna get all the things. And I was feeling pretty good. I was I'm good, whatever. And then towards the end of the day, I was you know what? My skin is kind of just getting tight. I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable here. And I was I probably just got a little bit burnt. So when I go home, by the time I get home, I am beet red. And I'm starting to be oh my God, I can't lift my arms. I can't move, nothing. Taking a shower is uncomfortable. All the things. I think my mom put milk on me to take the heat out of it. I know it sounds disgusting, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day. I literally couldn't see out of my eyes. My face was swollen. I got sun poisoning. My face was so swollen. It was so embarrassing. I didn't leave the house for 3 or 4 days because it was just so bad. My skin was so red. I still have freckles / sunspots on my skin from getting that. Hence why I fake tan now. Why I just do all my own tan. When I'm I will wear sunscreen until the day I die because 1, don't want wrinkles. 2, sunburns suck.
Yeah, 844-770-3776. I have some freckles on my shoulder from a nasty sunburn from when I was, I think, in Mexico, but not as bad as my buddy when we went down there. I think he fell asleep or passed out, and it was the back of his legs. And it was the day before we left.
Oh, my gosh.
So he was almost glowing. When we're going to the airport, his legs, because his skin was not quite as... milky white is yours, Molly.
Okay, milky white is a little bit aggressive here. My God. At least call it something pretty. Porcelain. You look like a porcelain doll.
Yes. I didn't mean milky white in a bad way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Your skin is milky white. Thank you. You look like milk.
You mentioned milk earlier. Your skin was milky white when you
it was milk to take the burn out, not milk describing the color of my skin. My goodness.
Adam Madison chimes in. Buddy of mine fell asleep poolside at the Dells with his hands behind his head. Burn the hell out of his armpits.
Oh.
That sounds awful. Yeah, that sounds not great. But my buddy, his back of his his calves were like bright red, and then you had to go sit on a plane, and he burned a little bit of his hamstrings, and then he had to go sit on a plane. He was, and from Mexico back to Chicago, it was not a short flight.
Yeah,
and it was hilarious. I mean, because we were all like 20, and so it was just like the funniest thing ever. Is he is just dying, and he was literally glowing. I'll never forget. It was like almost pulsating with how burnt the back of his legs were, and he might have burned his feet too, if I think about it, because it was horrendous. So 844-770-3776. You can chime in with any of the times you've been burned badly. How we got there, I don't know, but we'll.
I can tell you.
Oh, that's right. I do remember how we got. How did we get there, Molly?
Jim shaves his arms.
I do shave
Then I
my
started
arms.
asking questions about body hair and all the things, and then sunburns.
Yes, at Canopy Wealth Management, they are a fee-based independent firm. Their balanced approach helps guide families through a complex and ever-changing landscape, creating a personalized wealth management experience with care, competence, and clarity throughout a family's financial planning journey. Canopy serves as a partner, advocate, and stewards in all aspects, offering their expertise to help achieve goals with confidence. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. It's canopy-wealth.com. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
This December and January, Metro Kia Madison is celebrating the season with 2 incredible year-end offers. Right now, get the 2025 Kia EV6 with 0% APR for 72 months, $13.89 per thousand finance. Or choose the 2025 Kia Telluride, now at 0.9% APR for 60 months, only $17.09 per thousand finance. Hurry in because these offers end January 16th. Find your new Kia today at MetroKiaMadison.com. Metro Kia Madison, movement that inspires.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Game day in Wisconsin calls for a big play. The Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks, all for just $19.99. That's enough for you to feed your whole lineup and the fans before kickoff. Hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, even tavern style. Pizza Hut has something for every seat in the stadium. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Fuel your game day with the Big Dinner Box. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
But not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
As a single mom of a young child, I second-guessed if college was even doable. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I'm getting the support I need, and the advisors have helped me every step of the way, including navigating admissions and the financial aid. My advice to others? Do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. No Matt Hamilton. I think he's joining the show at some point. Wherever he is, I'm sure he is enjoying a fantastic Liney's. So many great options for line and Kugel. So you can go with the original, the Honey Weiss, the Berry Weiss. You can make yourself a Honey Bear. I don't know if that's always available. Do you know what a Honey Bear is, Molly Brown?
I've heard Matt talk about it, but do you want to enlighten me?
Yes. When I used to bartend, it was a popular one, and honestly, it was one I drank it every once in a while after shift. There, Dimps, do you know what a Honey Bear is? As we'll bring Dimps into the show.
I do not. I'm not a beer drinker, so I'm not sure what it is.
Are you old enough to even consume alcohol?
I'm 23.
Okay, I did not think that.
Oh, I just assumed he was old enough.
Okay.
I thought he was like 33. No,
oh my gosh.
Look, I can't age shame anyone. So
no, you can't.
Anyways,
that's fair.
A Honey Bear is, and it was great when I worked at, I think it was more popular for a while. So when I worked at a couple different sports bars, you could do it in the tap. So it's Berry Weiss, which is like a berry-flavored beer, which is a lot. Like, that's a lot to drink. And the place I worked, it was like probably 20-ounce beers like that we'd make for people. So 20 ounces of Berry Weiss, you might go into a diabetic coma. Like, not that honey's a lot better, but it's a lot of berry.
Yeah.
And so I think a very specific person would drink that. And so I don't know who came up with it, but at the Liney's Lodge up in Chippewa Falls, they actually have like
going to Chippewa Falls.
Yes, they have a mix of like, hey, you can mix certain drinks together. So there are more than just the Honey Bear, but the Honey Bear was the one that was popular when I bartended, and it was Berry Weiss, you fill up halfway, and then Honey Weiss. And then you fill the other half up. It kind of created a cool little purple and yellow kind of mix in the glass. And then also a better, just kind of a mix in the taste, not overwhelmed with berries. Still was very sweet. And I definitely judged you if you drank more than one because I just don't know how you're going to sleep that night. You're not supposed to be doing vodka Red Bull shots or something, but it's a lot of sugar. But that was definitely a more palatable drink there. So that was a popular one when I worked at, because a lot of Liney's would always work through the seasonal one. So I'm sure Matt Hamilton is enjoying a Liney's.
Oh, absolutely. Up at the cabin.
Up north, as
north
they say. Yeah, up north day. All right, so the Packers do play, and nobody cares, right? I mean, the Packers play the Vikings.
I've heard a lot of people saying it feels like a preseason game, which I won't disagree with. Part of that, I think, is because, one, the Vikings have Max Brosmer, or however you say his name, as their quarterback.
Yep.
The Packers, who knows what they're doing for their quarterback situation. And also, this game doesn't matter. Like, Vikings are out. Packers are locked into the 7. What does it matter?
I agree. But there is somewhat of an interesting angle, and this is our signing limit poll question. You can chime in on the Carbos Talking text line 844-770-3776. This is more. What's more important for the Packers, resting the starters or avoiding rust before the playoffs? Right now, 68% of you say resting starters.
Okay, which I understand. The first part of me feels like, yes, that is correct. Because it's like, we've seen every time that this team steps out on the field, I feel like 5 guys are taken off injured. They can't play for weeks, right? Like, that is what the season feels like. However, it makes me nervous going into the playoffs, losing 3, potentially 4 if they lose to the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, going into the playoffs, literally limping in, coming off of 4 losses. Like, you don't have any morale. Your starters might not be clicking. Like, I'm worried about the connection that Jordan Love is going to have with Jaden Reed and Christian Watson and all those guys. Maybe that's a wrong concern for me to have, but, like, what if their hands are rusty? What if Jordan Love is rusty, especially him not playing since first half of Chicago?
Yeah.
Like, that's scary to me.
For me, I mean, I'm kind of looking at this, and this isn't quite the answer. I guess I would lean to answer the poll question, resting the starters. But for me, it's really like Jordan Love's the hardest one to talk about, so we can kind of put that one on pause for a second. Josh Jacobs shouldn't play.
No,
not
at all.
That's an easy one. Who else is out there that we kind of know that is just working through, that's been kind of on the injury report? Like Romeo Doubs, I don't know if I trust him. He's got, I mean, whatever. I get it, like concussion issues.
He's been fine this year, though.
True.
Guardian
so,
cap.
yeah.
I would say Christian Watson, don't put him out there. Don't even risk it.
Mr. Glass, yeah, no, I'll give you that one. And so, also, there's the whole Matthew Golden discussion of like, I don't know, maybe
get him going?
Yes. He has.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, he's having a rough rookie season. He's probably, and again, this doesn't write anything off, but like I'm guessing he has, for first-round picks, he's got to be in the bottom tier as far as production.
Absolutely. He hasn't had a touchdown.
And I'm not just talking wide receivers. I'm just talking in the actual
general?
first round. But I would say probably in the overall draft, he's probably one of the least productive wide receivers out there. So
I don't think that's his fault.
And that's why I do want to ask Wilde that, so don't let me forget. Because I do think, I honestly don't know the answer to it. Because there's not necessarily a set rhyme or reason to it. I don't want to get into, like, I'm not trying to tear anyone down to build someone up, but, like, if we all just watch the Bears. And so Roma Dunze, his rookie year, he put up some decent numbers, but he was receiver number 2 immediately. It was DJ Moore, Roma Dunze. That was not the situation Matthew Golden went into. But Luther Burden and Matthew Golden are comps as far as, like, Burden was picked maybe 20 picks later. Draft Nicks would say that the year before he would have gone higher because he had massive stats and his combine stuff, but he came back to college, quarterback was bad, and his numbers slipped a little bit, so he slipped down in the draft. And the Packers wouldn't have taken Burden. That's not the discussion here because that's not fair to them. Like, to say that, they would have picked a guy who's taken 20 picks later, that's not really what I'm discussing because, like, that's asking for, like, elite level GM thing to be able to figure out a guy who nobody else views as a first-round pick and you take him there. Like, that's a big risk. But it's more of Burden has been able. Now, he started slow. He did not, I want to say the first couple games he barely played. And then he worked his way into the lineup, and there's been injuries, but there's been injuries for the Packers. But Luther Burden against the 49ers accumulated more stats in one game than Matthew Golden has the entire season. And so I don't know if that's Golden. I don't know if that's LaFleur. I don't know if that's Jordan Love. I don't know the answer to it. So I do want to ask Wilde that because, and it's probably the answer is all of them. Because it's just weird.
I mean, I'm just looking at, the 2 other wide receivers that we talked about around the time of the draft. So Tet McMillan, who went to the Panthers.
Great
He has
season.
929 yards for 7 touchdowns. And then Emeka Egbuka, another big name, professional receiver. He has 930 yards for 6 touchdowns.
Yeah. And I think Burden has like 44 catches for like 644 yards. A second-round pick. So, but he was a guy that, again, that's why not just because they're obviously rivals, but similar type player he was picked. And the Bears had DJ Moore, Roma Dunze. They also signed Olamide Zaccheaus, and they drafted a tight end in Colston Loveland right there. So they had a lot of weapons. It wasn't like Luther was going to come in and get more targets immediately.
Luther Burden has 617 yards for 2 touchdowns.
Okay, so I was a little bit off on that. So, but anyways, like that's why the comp there is similar because the Bears they don't have a dearth of receivers. Now there's been injuries, but the Packers had injuries, and so I don't know with Golden. I also wouldn't. I mean,
353 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah, in no world
So
am I
sad.
writing him off, like because receivers can have a bad rookie year and then just figure it out. And there's going to be attrition.
But see, the thing is though is it's not like he's getting the ball passed to him. He's dropping the ball. It's
Right.
not like he's not getting open. It's not like I could see that being the case where it's like, okay, you just got to get your better hands next year and you'll be great.
Yeah.
That's not the case. Like he has not dropped a ball when it's come to him.
And the open part is the interesting part. And where is he in Jordan Love's progression? How much Jordan Love? And that's the part we can't figure out.
I think Jordan Love he gets comfortable with guys, which is totally fine.
Yep.
But yeah, that tampers your expectations then, right? Because Tucker Kraft, that was his comfort guy.
Yep.
Christian Watson, that's now his comfort guy. At different times, it's been Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs.
Yep.
Like different in one game, it was Bo Melton or was it Dontavian Wicks that had like those 3 huge catches to end the game. Like, so I think it could be in all of the above.
I'm sure it is.
I'm almost curious if that's what Jason's going to say. I don't know, but
I think there's a little bit of and I don't know the injuries, and I should have known this, but like where he timed up when Reed was out, because that would have been a time for Golden to shine. Because Golden looks like, and obviously it's further out, but Golden looks like a replacement for Reed. Like good GMs, and we saw this with what Goody did with Jordan Love. You're not directly drafting someone's replacement, but you're like, all right, well, we might lose Christian Watson, and now we got some speed in Golden, and then Reed, and we don't want two smaller receivers, so in the long run, Reed might end up also walking, but then we have Golden, and maybe Golden can turn into those rare number ones that are, or at least elite receivers who are like that 6 feet tall height, and let's just kind of backfill there. And so obviously that's part of the plan, and he is a little bit redundant with Reed, so maybe that's part of the issue too. And maybe it's him picking up the offense part is that's the part we just don't know. I don't know where he is in the reads. I don't know where he is in the progressions. I don't know. It's always hard to figure out, like, is he open? Because when we see the ball thrown, obviously everyone starts running.
There's been times that he's open.
I'm sure there have been, without a doubt. But, like, where is he in the progression? So then, like, is he open, but he's not the progression?
Right.
And so, or then it's like, or there are times where the ball is being thrown and now guys are leaving him. And then so he looks more open than he is. So we can talk to all that with Jason Wilde coming up next. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think, when they got to the NFC Championship games, they had buys.
One seeds?
Yeah, they were buys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Semantics.
Facts sometimes get you. No, those are facts.
No, yeah, it's a technical fact.
Take
Semantical facts.
All right, I'm not getting into it. Technical fact? You mean the facts?
Yes.
All right, let's go to Brett Madison.
You're right.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Matt Hamilton here for Leinekugels, the craft beer that showcases a commitment to tradition and quality, founded in 1867 in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. No matter where I'm at, on the ice, on my boat, or if I'm just watching the big game, I always have a Leine's in my hand. Whether it's the refreshing summer shandy, the smooth honey vice, or my personal favorite, the juicy peach, there's a delicious flavor for every moment. Pick it up wherever you get delicious beer, but remember, you gotta be 21 years or older to enjoy.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. Right now, you can get Pella windows at a discount with Siding Unlimited. Yes, end-of-the-year pricing is a discount right before the 2026 price increases, saving you big money on your project right now. Buy now, install in spring, and lock in. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
If you're still hunting for that perfect holiday gift, trust me, go see Jim at Condon Jewelers. They've got the best gold prices in town, so your budget goes further and your gift looks way more impressive under the tree. And hey, holiday shopping can be stressful. If you've picked out the wrong gift, don't worry. Jim and the team at Condon will help you bring it back and find the right one. No pressure, no hassle. Just the kind of help you wish every store offered this time of the year. So make it easy on yourself and make it unforgettable for them. See Jim at Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
Badger fans, get ready to give back and chuck some pucks. Join Wisconsin Men's Hockey Friday, January 9th as the Badgers host Chuck a Puck, presented by BMO when they take on Alaska Anchorage at 7 p.m. Donate new or gently used recess equipment for the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County to earn your chance to throw a puck on the ice after the game and win prizes like a Wisconsin hockey jersey, signed sticks, or 2026-27 season tickets. Get your tickets to the game now and learn more at uwbadgers.com.
Planning a corporate event, private party, or team outing? Madison Axe is your state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Whoa, you nailed it! Featuring 8 lanes of axe throwing, craft beer, and interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard. 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Book your corporate event or holiday party now, before their lanes fill up. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
Hey, it's Jim Rutledge, and if you're like me, you want to look good, feel good, and still enjoy life. That's why I go to Carbon World Health. Whether it's recovery after a long week, boosting energy, or getting your fitness dialed in, Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his team have you covered. And now, they've got a new med spa in Sun Prairie that has everything you need to look as good as you feel. Carbon World Health isn't just a gym, it's a total wellness experience. Visit carbonworldhealth.com to learn more.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker, and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app. For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jason,
I hate doing your show.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
We are thrilled to have you.
Great to be with you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Whatever.
You're weird. You're weird. Get off my back, Molly.
Get a Big Mac, Jason.
Okay.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
That is the theme music for the Jason Wilde. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. No Matt Hamilton. He's allegedly supposed to join the show at some point for a segment.
Do we take bets if he is?
If we do not follow up with another text, he will not join the show.
Okay.
Jason, you can join in on that, too. We got Dimps behind the glass. Jason, did you know that Owen's nickname is Dimps? And that's what we call him. When prime time's out, we got Dimps as our producer.
Owen did a great job getting me ready. I guess my question is, how does he feel about that nickname?
Owen, would you like to speak?
You're spoken to, Owen, so you can speak.
Yeah, I don't mind it because it goes back to when I was in high school. My coaches gave me that nickname, so it's something that has stuck with me for a long time, so I like it.
Jason, what do you think of when you hear the name Dimps? Like, what's the first image that comes to your mind?
A chimpanzee. A chimp.
Dimps
okay, did you hear us? D-I-M-P-S? Dimps?
No, I heard.
Okay.
Molly's thinking of butt cheeks.
You asked me what I thought of. That was what I thought of. I thought of this cute little chimpanzee back behind the glass pushing all the buttons.
Okay, that's a lot nicer than...
Right.
I mean, that's more advanced than what Jesse can do. I'll tell you that.
That's
I can understand that that's where you went to. But they say a job's so easy a monkey can do it. Well, Jesse's doing it, so I guess so.
You're terrible.
I didn't even think to go that direction, but I'm so glad that I did now. It was just my first reaction. Also, I would think of dimples, like dimples in your cheeks.
Molly's thinking of the butt cheeks, not face cheeks when dimples. That's why she was asking. She wanted to know if she was alone thinking about butt dimples.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't think I've probably had those for a very long time, so that never crossed my mind.
Jason, setting aside butt dimples.
What is that? What is that? Is that like your Disney villain laugh? What was that?
Nope, that's a different one. Hopefully Dimps doesn't know where the hockey is. We don't need to play it. It's fine.
She's got like a witch laugh there, yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my gosh. Find that button,
There it is.
Dimps.
There it is. Did you hear it? Play it again.
Really?
Wait, that's Molly?
Yes.
Yeah, I have that as my I have that as my text message notifications now.
I don't know why.
It startles the bejesus out of me when I'm driving like in the car and I forget that it's there, and all of a sudden I hear, ha ha!
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Well, thanks for the backhanded compliment. We appreciate it. Matthew Golden, I want to get to him because this is kind of like a chicken or the egg question, and I'm guessing the answer is all the above, but obviously the two wide receivers taking the first round are outperforming him. You can look down on Chicago. Luther Burden, who was in a similar situation, he had plenty of receivers in front of him, is having a better rookie season than Matthew Golden. And by no means am I writing him off, but I'm curious, what is your vibe from talking to the team or just watching the game and your experience here? Like, what is not clicking with Golden? Is it he's not the early option? Is it Love isn't seeing him quick enough? Is Golden not doing the right things? Like, what is it this year? Because I do think he'll be a good player that is holding him back from having this breakout game I think everyone is expecting. But at this point, it's almost like a punchline. Matthew Golden's going to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it is most of the above. I don't think it's Jordan Love not seeing him. So, but everything else is true, including the institutional rookies, even when they get a lot of opportunities, aren't super productive, right?
Yeah.
Like, quite frankly, what they were able to get from Jaden Reed his rookie year. I mean, people forget Jaden Reed led these guys in receiving yards and receptions each of his first 2 years in the league. That's not exactly easy to do, right? So he deserves a bunch of credit for that. On top of that, like most guys that are rookies don't have that opportunity, and Matthew Golden's just the latest in a long line of Packers wide receivers that if he develops into what they think, and frankly I think he's capable of becoming, he's going to be a really good player. But, whether it's Greg Jennings, whether it's Jordy Nelson, whether it's Randall Cobb, whether it's Devontae Adams, none of those guys had super productive years. In fact, the guy who had the most catches as a rookie before Jaden Reed broke it was James Jones in 2007. Now, I know that's different head coaches, LaFleur versus McCarthy, but I think that's part and parcel with being a rookie here. I also think, unlike the Bears, who clearly had a 1 and a 2, right? I don't know. Their depth chart better than I do, but I would say that DJ Moore and Rome Odunze are clearly 1 and 2, right?
Correct. Yep.
To start the season.
Yep.
Like the Packers, they're all about this kind of mumbo-jumbo group of wide receivers that you just never know who's going to be the guy. I mean, heck, there were a couple games this year where Golden was the guy earlier in the year. But to me, the biggest thing, those two guys that we're talking about, Teteroa McMillan with the Panthers and Emeka Ibuka with the Buccaneers, because of the injuries to Godwin and to who's their veteran guy, Mike Evans. Like, they both walked in and they were basically number one receivers, and that obviously wasn't the case here. On top of that, I thought Jordan Love said something. Yeah, Jordan Nelson. I always call Jordy Jordan. I'm more formal with him. I thought one of the most telling things I heard was, and kind of like the compliment of me saying I love being on your show and I hate being on your show, is that, like, Love said a couple weeks ago before the concussion, Golden had a couple of really big plays, and I had written about him. And when I was talking to Jordan about him, he said the thing that's really happened is that he's gotten so much better with his route running. It's so much more precise, which is a great compliment, right?
Yep.
But what's the corollary to that? It wasn't that
Right,
precise,
yes.
and it wasn't that great earlier this year, right?
Right.
And so I do think that factors in. Like, if whether you're the quarterback or whether you're the play caller deciding who's in on what plays and whether or not a guy's the first, second, or third read in the progression, if the guy's not running great routes with the kind of precision that the NFL requires, I mean, look, we can, again, college football's got all kinds of problems, but they have become, in terms of a breeding ground for wide receivers, a much better preparatory system than they used to be, right? It was almost impossible. Remember when, like, Marcus Colston for the Saints came in and had 1,000 yards? And he was like this incredible anomaly, not only as a seventh-round pick, but as a rookie. Now, all these guys, a lot of guys hit the ground running more than ever before. But I also would argue that you don't have to be as precise as a route runner in college football. And obviously the quarterbacks aren't as accurate either. So I just think Matthew Golden is a talented guy that we need to wait and see, year 2, year 3, et cetera. I still maintain he is a faster Greg Jennings. That doesn't mean he's going to have the kind of career Greg Jennings had, who, if he had just stayed here, that dude would have been the all-time leading receiver in Packers history and might have been a Pro Football Hall of Famer. But again, things happen. I think that's how good Matthew Golden could be. He could be like Greg Jennings was during his time in Green Bay, but certainly his first year, he has not been ultra productive.
Jason, do you foresee there being any drama this offseason about Matt LaFleur's future as the head coach of the Green Bay Packers?
I'll be honest with you, Molly, and don't take this the wrong way, but stop asking me that question.
I don't think I've asked you the question.
No, everyone has, though. And here's the problem. I don't look. Is he a flawless coach? No, definitely not. Is there plenty of room for criticism? Absolutely. But I don't understand this portion of the fan base that is hot to fire him. I just don't get it. I don't.
Right.
At the same time, I also can't speak intelligently to whether or not the new team president, Ed Policy, has any interest in firing him. Like, I just don't. I don't know if I'm him. Like, I don't know what that guy wants. Right? And nobody does. Like, we don't know him, and he certainly doesn't open his mouth as frequently as his predecessor did. So we always knew what that guy was thinking, because he was always going to pop off, right? He can't even go to the WIAA State Girls Basketball Tournament without saying something. So, Ed Policy, I don't know him. And whenever anybody asks me what he might do, the one thing I can say, his dad fired Bill Walsh.
Yep.
Right? And the idea of firing arguably, and I would say better than Belichick, even though he didn't win quite as many Super Bowls, arguably the greatest coach in the post Lombardi era, to fire him, that takes some guts now. And I do find myself wondering if, that means that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and there's going to be that same willingness to fire a guy who's much less accomplished, thinking he's not the guy.
Well, so
again,
I did intentionally ask you for potential drama, not necessarily are they going to fire him, because I am of the belief that they should.
That's part of the drama.
Yeah, it is 100%. But Jim has also talked about on our show, and I think we're going to dive more into it later. Is what if the Packers do say, okay, we'll bring you back for, I don't know, 1 year, $10 million, or even 2 years, $10 million per year. Is that considered a slap in the face that Matt LaFleur should maybe be like, you know what? No, I'm going to go somewhere else where they're going to pay me more, because we were looking that the other NFC North coaches, Ben Johnson and Kevin O'Connell, both getting paid $13 million per year.
Dan Campbell, 15.
Campbell, $15 million per year. And what we found for Matt LaFleur was about $5 million per year. That's a lot less, and he should not be the lowest paid coach in the NFC North.
Yeah, I don't think that $5 million is accurate. This is one of the drawbacks of coach salaries, is that they're not subject to the database. That, like, the truth of the matter is Domofsky and all those ESPN guys have access to a database that they get all the player contracts. They don't even need. When I started this job, I had a couple of agents that were willing to help me out and tell me the terms of contracts. That's how you found out, because media had no access. Now you've got Spotrac, you've got the other one. That's the problem with the coaching one. And my God, the Packers, they didn't even announce the last extension that him and Goody got, right? True. Like, they never even said anything. So I think he gets paid more than that. I think he probably is still the lowest paid coach in the division, though, to your point. And, the question I have for him is, and I haven't asked him this on or off the record, but, like, if they come to you with a 2-year extension and say, look, we still think you're a really good coach, but we need, things have not, we haven't made the progress we'd like. Does he take that, or does he say, you know what? No, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to play out this season. And then I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be a popular potential hire as a free agent next year. I don't know. I honestly don't. His boys are happy here. I think his wife is happy here. So all those things factor in. I would just say this, and this is what I've been telling people. Like, if I'm Matt LaFleur, I am taking whatever extension they offer, because I'm going to make them fire me for me not to work here anymore. Because then, unlike player contracts, those are guaranteed. So if I sign a 2-year, let's say $24 million. So let's say it's $12 million. So he'd still be the lowest paid, but he's guaranteed $24 million over the next 2 years. I'm taking that, and then I'm forcing them to fire me if they don't want me anymore. Because then I get all that money, and yeah, there'll be some offset language for his next job, but he gets to be choosy then, right? So I would not, if I was him, bet on myself just because you can get guaranteed money. So again, you spend all this time with Rutledge. I would tell Packers fans, listen to Jim, because every time you hire a coach, there's all this pomp and circumstance, and everybody's excited about him. But then what percentage of teams end up having hired the right guy?
Right.
Like, there's more teams that get it wrong than get it right. And just because they're the Packers doesn't mean they're going to get it right.
Yes. You can look at now LaFleur's, I guess, I don't know how you compare him to Lovie Smith. Lovie got to a Super Bowl. He didn't win one. The Bears fired him because they thought they could do better, and they didn't find anything close to even as good as until Ben Johnson. And so,
right.
And so, to your point on it, and yeah, look, the Broncos fired Dan Reeves, who was great, and then they brought in Shanahan, and that worked out fantastic. And obviously, the Cowboys fired Tom Landry, and they brought in Jimmy Johnson, and that worked out great. But there's more often than not getting rid of a guy that you're kind of sick of as a fan base, or you're kind of think I can do better, doesn't work out. My question was more of, I looked at more the angle of like LaFleur. If he's like, you know what? If you came with me like a 1-year extension after this year, I'm done. Because I think Matt LaFleur would be the hottest coaching candidate this offseason or any offseason he's available. Is that a crazy thought? I guess that's the other part of it. Of like at some point LaFleur does have agency if he just says, you know what? I don't feel like I have a working relationship with Goody. As you hear the team I follow in Chicago, you got Ben Johnson and Poles. Like those guys are working together. Ben Johnson has heavy influence on the picks. That's part of the reason why he came here. He wanted that. Obviously, Poles is still the GM. And then you got Goody, and the Packers seems more of a separation of church and state. And LaFleur could say, you know what, I want more money. I want more control. And I've done enough to get it. I think any of these teams out there that currently have a job would bring in LaFleur. And I think a team like Baltimore or Pittsburgh, if they fired their head coach, a guy like LaFleur would mitigate some of the bad PR if you fired Tomlin or John Harbaugh and you brought in Matt LaFleur. So I'm also just wondering, like, LaFleur might just say, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore because this has run its course. I can get paid more money and be more appreciative and have more say in what's going on with the roster.
Yeah, or let's try this one. And I still don't understand why he would do this personally. But what if Ed Policy decides to go back to the way it used to be, where the GM was above the coach on the pecking order, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if that's what he decided to do? If I was Matt LaFleur, I'd say, hey, that's not what the terms of my contract said. And so you guys, you're going to have to do something with my contract. And maybe they end up, how about this? How about they trade him? Right?
Right.
Like Gruden and other coaches have been. Like, maybe that's at the end game. Because if I was the Tennessee Titans, boy, I would give up a second-round pick in a heartbeat after how many hires they've screwed up, including firing Mike Vrabel, who now seems to have done okay for himself in New England.
Right.
So, if you have a young quarterback, he would be the first person I would call right now. Now that Ben Johnson has a job, he would be the first. I mean, I like him better than Zach Taylor, who's been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I like him better than Mike McDaniel.
Yes.
Right? I mean, from that whole tree, you know, O'Connell has had success. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not – he may be a better coach, but he doesn't have a better resume at this point.
Yep.
So I'll be very – I think there will be – here's another possibility of drama, Molly.
Let's hear it.
Want you back. We want you back. We want to extend you, but we don't want Rich Bisaccia or we don't want Adam Stenovich.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that? Right? Like, that's kind of telling you who you can and can't hire. I would say, and I said this.
But would he
this morning,
disagree though? Would he disagree with getting rid of Rich Bisaccia at this point in time?
Stenovich, for sure. I feel like he would be. He'd disagree with.
I think Bisaccia, I really do think that he sees him as much as we can criticize special teams, he is really highly regarded and respected by players and coaches. Culturally, he is really valuable, whether fans want to believe me when I say that or not. But the special teams have not been good, regardless of who's coached them. But, like, I would say this, and I say this as someone who I really like Adam Stenovich. Like, if I didn't have to cover him, I think he and I would be friends, okay? Our girls have played sports together. We talk all the time when I run into them and stuff. But I do wonder if they need an injection of new ideas, right? Steno's been here the whole time. Do they need another offensive person? Like, bringing back Luke Getsy doesn't bring new ideas, right?
Yeah.
He was here before. Like, it almost feels like they need someone from a totally different, not necessarily system, but certainly a different, like, realm who has new ideas and different ideas. So whether you were to change staff or add someone like that, having, the guys that he's brought back, Nathaniel Hackett, I mean, giving guys jobs after they lose their jobs after they left you doesn't bring in new ideas. And I think that would be something that should be at least considered.
Jason, I got to follow up on that because I just read a story in The Athletic, I think with Dan Pompei, about Matt Nagy. And it was about like his failure with the Bears, but it was Andy Reid talking about why Matt Nagy was so important to the Chiefs and why he was offered a job immediately when he was let go and why he wanted them around the room. And he said, Matt's the guy that tells me when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And that, to your point, that maybe you need to have someone in there with the strength to say no. And maybe, I don't know any of these guys, so I'm obviously just guessing on it, but like maybe all of them are still, either it's groupthink or they just are going to go along with what the coach says because they're the coach. Either one, not necessarily the most productive thing.
Yeah, and look, I don't know enough about the inner workings of how those guys connect or how they approach idea generation, but look, we all would fall victim to that to some degree, right? Like, I want to keep my job.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I keep Jesse Nelson happy. But seriously, like, I do think that there's value in having people that have different ideas and different perspectives and harnessing that for the betterment of the entire operation. So, again, I don't know if that's an issue or not. I can't speak to that. But I would say that everything gets stale, right? I mean, let's not lose sight of the fact, just because McCarthy was here as long as he was, and Andy Reid's been in Kansas City so long, and Harbaugh in Baltimore, and Tomlin in Pittsburgh, a lot of coaches believe that you have a shelf life. Mike Holmgren, legendary Packers coach, Super Bowl champion, was here 7 seasons. That's it. And that's how long Matt LaFleur's been here now.
Great stuff. Jason, you're a Hoosiers fan, right? The movie?
The movie, not
Yes.
the not
I thought
the
you meant
program.
Indiana. I was like,
No,
what?
the movie.
When?
So I just saw this. It popped up when we were talking to Jason. I was like, Jason likes the movie Hoosiers. So if you start the movie Hoosiers at 10:07 p.m. in 48 seconds on New Year's Eve, you'll ring in 2026 just as Jimmy Chitwood hit the game-winning shot. So if you didn't have plans, now you do.
I don't have plans, but I would predict in my old age I would fall asleep around the time they're winning like their sectional final.
Yeah, I'm not making it past much of the start date, 10:07 start time there.
Are there any chairs being thrown in this movie?
No.
No, I don't
Have
think
you
so.
never seen Hoosiers?
No, I don't even know what it is.
What? Oh, my God.
Is it about Indiana?
All right.
It's about high school basketball
Oh.
in Indiana, and I've never. You owe me such an apology now over that Big Mac stuff. If you don't know Hoosiers, this is embarrassing.
That's probably not the most embarrassing reference that I don't understand.
It's a little bit, maybe,
That's fair.
I thought Homer sent the movie Hoosiers to anyone that had kids in Good Karma. He used to do that for a long time. If you had a kid, he'd send you a copy of Hoosiers.
Haven't gotten it.
I didn't get one either for either one of my daughters, but he did that
I've
for
got
some
an
people.
extra one. I'll send it to you.
Perfect.
There you go. It is a classic. Jason, thank you so much for your time.
All right, everybody, take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Check out Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Madison's custom, Madison's family-owned, Madison's locally owned jeweler. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
The Barry Alvarez Show, live from Ruth Chris Steakhouse with Jesse Nelson, Tarek Sala, Derek Engler, Barry Alvarez.
Amen.
Amen, Bear.
So you
Amen,
can tell
Derek.
Rutledge that.
Amen, Molly.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Molly, what is bothering you about this place? Why are you getting so sweaty?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. More to the portal. Wisconsin quarterback Billy Edwards planning to enter the transfer portal per ESPN's Pete Thamel. Edwards, one of the several Badger starters expected to move on, with the portal opening January 2nd. Understanding college football is in a new spot today, Barry Alvarez hoping one thing remains constant.
Let's get back to playing some football. Let's get back to recruiting guys who want to be there, want to be at Wisconsin, want to play good football. And man, we've taken a left turn someplace.
Add windows and doors to your Christmas list with 0% interest for 24 months. If you're not getting windows from Santa, visit PellaWI.com today.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European.
First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is Wisconsin volleyball national champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good evening, Madison. This is Owen Dimple with your Sports Center update, brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app, home for live streaming, podcasts, and exclusive content. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today on the Apple or Android app stores. It's safe to say good things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks when Giannis Antetokounmpo is healthy and on the court. The Bucks have won their previous 2 games since Giannis returned to the lineup from his leg injury, including last night's 123-113 road victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Giannis registered 24 points and 7 assists as the Bucks have earned back-to-back wins for the first time since late October. They'll look to make it 3 in a row when they host the Washington Wizards tomorrow night at 7, and you can listen to the game right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of Bucks basketball. Keeping it with basketball, the Wisconsin Badgers are home tonight at the Kohl Center as they take on a familiar in-state foe, the UW-Milwaukee Panthers. It's the final non-conference match for the Badgers as they look to pick up some momentum before Big Ten play kicks in to high gear this weekend with Purdue coming to Madison. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 o'clock, and the Badgers are listed at 20.5-point favorites.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim.
He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
We got Homer, Matt Hamilton.
Yeah.
We have
Pessimist Molly.
No. Realist.
And then Contrarian.
Total. Yeah.
Jim Rutledge here.
It's her.
I'm the Mister.
Mister.
Could it be possible you guys are the best show in ESPN Wisconsin, the whole state?
Yeah, obviously. It's
possible. Anything's possible.
You're the best.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. By us, I mean Molly Brown and me, Jim Rutledge. Molly is wearing her Iron Jock Jim, Matt, and Molly quarter zip, and I am wearing my rust-colored or burnt orange-colored sweatshirt today from Patagonia, and then we got Dimps back behind the glass in his hoodie. Get into the show, 844.
So aggressive in his hoodie.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to bring down my voice to then bring it back up to tell you about the Carbo Stock text line, 844-770-3776. Less is more. And I want to get into talking about this LaFleur thing a little bit more because I just find it very interesting. I thought Willie had a lot of really good stuff for us. But, Molly, you were great during that interview. You asked so many great questions, and I'm guessing it's because you're so well-educated from our good friends at Madison College.
I am so well-educated because I did begin my education at Madison College, and they give you over 200 programs to choose from across 11 areas of study, which includes associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, and even apprenticeships. And the best part is that it's the lowest cost per credit tuition in the region, which is more than 100%. Programs are fully eligible for financial aid, including Pell Grants. So whether you're starting fresh or building on your skills, you can do it affordably at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu.
So we had, I think, an interesting discussion about LaFleur. And Wilde is right that, I mean, as a Bears fan, I want you to fire Matt LaFleur. Could you do better than Matt LaFleur? Maybe. But let's just play this game for a second. Like, who do you want?
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Who is out there right now?
Mike McCarthy? I mean, like, he's definitely a hot name. Obviously, that's not who the Packers would hire, but.
I mean, what other teams have coaching vacancies, right? So
December
it's the Giants.
12th right here. Here's how, this is from, December 12th this year. Top candidates for coaching jobs. So we can play a little game here. We don't have to do Tinder time or whatever it's called. We'll just I'll run these through, and you just tell me if you would want this person instead of Matt LaFleur. Because we're going to play this game. Let's play it all the way through. Vance Joseph, defensive coordinator from the Denver Broncos.
Like, he's the current one that could be up for a coaching job.
Yes.
I mean, their defense is pretty good.
He's number one on ESPN's list.
But he's a defensive guy. I don't want a defensive guy with Jordan Love and the receivers that they have. I want an offensive guy.
Okay. Here's another.
Is that wrong?
No, I don't disagree with you. I do not disagree with you at all. I mean, that's the smart choice. You pick defensive guy, you're trying to find a little bit of like a unicorn. Because there are some that can do it, Tomlin and others, but Vrabel. But the thing is, with a defensive guy, if you hire a smart up-and-coming offensive coordinator, you have to be able to continue to replace that person.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Trust me.
Maybe bring him in as our defensive coordinator, because I don't know if Jeff Hafley's it.
Right. So, Chris Shula, defensive coordinator for the Rams, and yes, he is related to
I was just going to ask that.
Don Shula, yes.
Again, defensive guy.
Yes, he is. So,
are there any offensive guys?
I'm getting there. So Jeff Hafley's number 3 on this list.
I wouldn't want him as my head coach.
Right.
I want Matt LaFleur.
Matt Nagy, Kansas City Chiefs.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Joe,
I know you're hoping for that. You're like, fire Matt LaFleur. Bring in Matt Nagy. He was great.
I will say this. Matt Nagy I think he won 12 games his first year, went 8-8, 8-8, and 6-10. So it wasn't like horrendous. He just couldn't beat the Packers, which is a big part of it. I'm saying that I've seen worse. That's a Bears
fair, but
fan. Also
we've seen better.
Right.
Matt LaFleur is better.
Matt Nagy's mid. Matt Nagy, I've heard the Titans' job is very much he's going to get a job because he's a guy that wasn't awful and he's saying the right things about learning from his past experience.
If you're him, do you want
Packers can't do it.
No. But if you're him, do you want to leave the Kansas City Chiefs?
He wants another chance to be the head coach.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's only like 45. You can't just ride out being offensive coordinator forever. Young man there.
He's young in the NFL, I guess. Old in radio.
It does remind me of I've seen these memes on the internet where it's like, look at this 34-year-old barely getting by, getting up every day and being able to go play football. His football career is probably over with. That's me at 42. You might as well just put me out for pasture. But Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills.
That's interesting.
So he's not the one that would be most credited with the development of Josh Allen. That's Dable.
Okay.
But Brady came in after Dable left.
It's interesting. They've done a lot with, I feel like, not a ton. I couldn't even tell you who their receivers are right now.
I
can tell
agree.
you Cook is their running back, and that's about it.
And Josh Allen has continued to improve,
Right.
maybe not this year, but other years under Brady.
Mhm.
He came in, so I should say it was Dable to Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey was fired midseason. They went to Brady, and then Brady's been the offensive coordinator since.
Now, I understand there's something with youth and bringing in a young coach because, they might have fresh ideas, all the things. But I don't know how I feel about bringing in somebody that doesn't necessarily have a huge resume. That was kind of the thing with Matt LaFleur even, where you didn't know what the future was going to look like with him.
So that's a really good point because one of the things in the article I read about Matt Nagy was he was such a fast riser. He didn't have a network of assistants. So he was very much reliant on other people telling him who he should hire.
Interesting.
And then also, like, Vic Fangio was there, and so he was able to have that defensive side of the ball lined up. Vic Fangio got a job the next year. He kind of grasping at straws to try to fill it because he still didn't have a lot of connections in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's been more intentional about building those connections, and there's more out there because he was also kind of from the Reed coaching tree. Like, LaFleur brought some people in, but LaFleur was part of the Titans, and there's more of like a connection throughout. And he was around for a while. Nagy kind of shot up. So that's a very good point with it. One person that would not have that problem would be Robert Saleh.
That is an interesting one because obviously he's done a great job with the 49ers, but also he was the Jets head coach, but also how much of that was because Aaron Rodgers is toxic.
And he had no quarterback his entire time there.
Right.
Like,
so,
that's the thing with some of these guys, like a guy like Robert Saleh, it's like, do you take a bet? And then Robert Saleh, he might bring in, who knows, someone from San Francisco staff.
I was going to say, you talk about a guy that has connections, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, he does. And I don't know who the technical, like, OC is for the 49ers, but I could see him bringing in some people from that staff off of Kyle Shanahan's staff, at least a couple.
Yeah.
To help build it, and then you run an offense that's very similar. Jesse Minter, who is the defensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Clay Kubiak is the 49ers offensive coordinator.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's the brother of Clint Kubiak, and then probably the son of Gary Kubiak, who was a longtime coach. And actually, I just saw him in the documentary about John Elway, because he was a backup for John Elway back in the day. Then offensive coordinator, I think coached the Broncos for a little bit. Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers. He played a little bit in the NFL, too.
I'm good.
Okay. Clint Kubiak, weirdly. Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So he's got the pedigree, the family pedigree there.
Yeah.
The Saleh one's interesting with the 49ers and policy, and obviously he wasn't there but I don't.
I was going to say, I think the best name that you've presented on this list is Robert Saleh.
Okay. Arthur Smith.
No.
Offensive coordinator,
No.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
No.
Here's the other ones. Wild cards, as it says here. Kevin Stefanski. If the Browns let him go.
No.
Okay. The only case for him is that, like, he never had a quarterback.
Yeah, but also he's I don't know what I don't know how that guy still has a job. It's fascinating to me.
So
But no,
off of that list, you would hire
Robert Saleh.
He's the only one you consider instead of LaFleur.
Yeah, but also that could be just me not knowing enough about all these other defensive coordinators and whatnot. But like I said, I get it that Robert Saleh is a defensive guy too, so I'm kind of going back on what I said. But I don't know. To me, he's just the biggest name and probably brings the most experience to what the Packers would need.
So let's explore this more for a second here, because I've had a lot of crappy coaches that I've had to watch. And I think a couple things to watch out for. One, offensive-minded coach is very important, yes. But the other things that I think mitigate some of that is, one, previous coaching experience, having being viewed elite at one side of the ball, having the connections within the league to be able to hire.
Mm-hmm.
And so those three things out of the four, I think, most important things, Robert Saleh checks.
Mm-hmm.
And coaching Green Bay, which is not necessarily on this list that I have, but I think it's similar to Chicago, he's not going to be intimidated. Because Green Bay is weird because it's not a major market, but it's like the thing that makes the town exist. Right. So it is kind of a different kind of pressure. But he coached the Jets, and he's defensive coordinator for the 49ers. So, like, that's not going to intimidate him either.
But also him now, again, I know we're just like playing games here, but him coming in and replacing his best friend, that's a little interesting.
Well, here's the thing. If that replacement happened, I don't think LaFleur is fired. I think it's the scenario where the Packers either don't offer him an extension, and then he says, well, then trade me or get me out of here, and the sides mutually agree to part ways.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way it's happening. And if that's the case, then I don't think Saleh's going to have, because that means LaFleur is going to Tennessee where he coached for a while, or going somewhere else, getting paid and having more say.
Yeah.
And so he'd be happier.
Yeah.
But it's a great point with the Saleh part. I forgot about that, but I think it would be mitigated.
Let us also not forget that Robert Saleh was here in the offseason, shadowing Matt LaFleur.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. There you go, folks. Robert Saleh, next coach of the Green Bay Packers.
Are there any other coaches, just quick, are there any other coaches that are potentially on the chopping block here as the season wraps up that could come here?
Here's the other names that would be wild cards. It would be John Harbaugh is at least floated. I can't imagine the Ravens doing that.
That'd be shocking to me.
But it would be similar to the idea of the Packers moving on from LaFleur.
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin.
That's interesting.
I think those are the two names who are established that they might move on from. I don't think it would happen.
Would people be happy if Mike Tomlin comes to Green Bay?
Well,
are people happy with that?
Let's forget people. You.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because there's something to be said about never having a losing season, right? But there's also something to be said about you haven't made the playoffs in how long, or you lose in the first round for how long.
Yeah.
But also, that's kind of the situation.
More often than not,
that we're
he
in.
makes the playoffs. Now, the case for him would be like, hey, he's had similar success for the Packers over the last 15 years.
And he hasn't had Big Ben since when?
For most of that, I would say probably. Not all of it, but he hasn't had prime Big Ten probably, or Big Ben for probably 10 years.
No, there's no way.
No, I think it was 2019 or 20, but I'm saying that like prime.
Oh,
like,
prime.
But,
Okay, yes.
the
I
back
understand
end
that.
of
Yeah.
Big Ben was kind of brutal. He was more big than he was Ben. So I would say that like the prime aspect of it is not there. So when he had prime Big Ben, the offense was good enough, and he obviously led a really tight operation. Here's the thing. Defensive guys, and this is the case that you'd go for a defensive guy. Most teams do the opposite of what they had.
What do you mean?
So LaFleur, and I'm projecting and kind of just painting with a broad brush. Offensive, smartest guy in the room, maybe a softer team, not that specific identity that like some of these teams have. Like you know what the Patriots are with a defensive-minded coach. You know what the Ravens are with Harbaugh, who's a special teams coordinator, but still like that team has an identity.
Okay.
You look at the Steelers, an identity. Offensive-minded coaches, not all, like a lot of them can flounder a little bit. The Packers are a team, and even the Vikings, a little bit of a floundered identity. The 49ers clearly have an identity of what they're trying to do. And Dan Campbell, even though he looks like a defensive guy, he was a tight ends coach and like is technically an offensive guy. So like they have a clear identity.
Right.
So you bring in a defensive guy, Robert Saleh. This team's identity, I guarantee you, is going to be run the football, play great defense, and they're going to run an offense very similar to what they would run here because that's the offense he knows.
Right.
Hell, he could bring in LaFleur's brother. I don't think that would happen, but
Could you imagine just the drama that would ensue?
Molly would sign up on Peacock for whatever the show, whatever
100%.
show that is.
Bravo, sign me up.
J&K Security Solutions. You can sign up with them if you're looking to protect your home or business. J&K Security Solutions. They are locally owned, veteran owned, and they are family owned. Molly, get out of here.
All right.
We got a minute to win it coming up here. Owen, I hope to God you picked out a topic here.
I did.
Whoa. Molly cheats, so you got to let her out all the way. So, all right. Go ahead.
Is she out of the room?
She's out of the room.
All right. So we had some big-time rushing performances over the Week 17 season.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Packers were one of those teams that saw that with Derrick Henry going for 216 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, Bijan Robinson having 195 in a great win over the Rams. So we're going to do top 10 single-game rushing totals of the 2025 season.
Okay.
There are 10 spots, but 8 players. So there's 2 duplicate players.
All right. So we'll go 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
4.5 there, and we'll do callers number what's Josh Jacobs is 8. So we'll go callers number 4 and 8. 844-770-3776. Caller number 4, caller number 8. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. 844-770-3776. Caller number 4 and caller number 8. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Also, just to do show policy, got to get Jim, Matt, and Molly tattooed on your buttocks if you're going to host the show. So.
If you're going to host or produce?
You guys can.
You guys are going to find a new producer. I'm sorry, guys.
Good content.
I'll probably find a
Matt,
spot.
you're not
I can
good
find
at
a
that.
spot for it. Yeah. I can throw a little JMM somewhere.
Big dumper.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Breaking news on ESPN Madison is presented by Metro Ford and Metro Kia of Madison. Find the Metro family of auto dealers online or see them in person on the east side of Madison today.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Owen Thomas Barnett.
Thank you for having me, Dennis.
But your name is?
Barney.
Barney, yeah, okay. We got to talk about this. You have the Owen line.
Yes,
so
we
give
do.
a shout out to your line mates in hockey.
Shout out Owen Porter, Owen Cook. Played with me on the Edgewood hockey team since freshman year.
You look at your time here at Edgewood. What is going to stand out, I guess, the most other than maybe a championship?
The people I've met, the memories I've made, just like the whole community aspect at Edgewood is just like no other. I mean, it's really special, and I'm going to cherish everything, all the memories, all the people I've met here through my 4 years as they come to a close. So I'm just grateful to be a part of a community like Edgewood.
The holidays bring sparkle and light to the season. The same way Goodman's Jewelers has been bringing the sparkle with our custom pieces since 1933. Generations have relied on our trust, service, and selection. This holiday, shop local. Shop Goodman's Jewelers in the heart of Madison, touching hearts with Goodman's sparkle and light. 220 State Street. Find our extended holiday hours at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like Double Days, Red Mouse, London Depot, and the Keg in DeForest.
When it's game day in Madison, you know what that means. Pizza Hut time. Unlimited large one-topping pizzas, just $7.99 each. Or your team at home can load them up with 3 toppings for $9.99. Perfect for kickoffs, watch parties, or that fourth quarter comeback from your living room. Fuel your crew, fill the table, and keep the good times rolling all game long with Pizza Hut. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Say
North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, 3 great locations in the Madison area. I got one in Verona, one in DeForest, and one in Madison. Check out North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. And you can carry it out. You can have them. You might even be able to still have them cater like a New Year's Eve thing for yourself. Otherwise, a great night out coming up here with the holiday. Check out North and South Seafood and Smokehouse in Madison, Verona, and DeForest. Let's get the minute to win it.
Will they beat the odds
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
Are you allowed to do this, or am I doing this?
He can do it. Can you do it? Can we give him full reign to do it?
I don't know what I'm doing, so I hope to God that Owen can do
You're
this.
leading this, Owen.
Sounds good. We'll get right into it. So our question today for you, Molly, is the top 10 single-game rushing yard totals of the 2025 season. So it's going to be from one game, the most amount of rushing yards in one game this season by a running back. There are 8 different players.
Okay, so I have to say the players.
The player name.
Whew, hallelujah. I thought it was like the
yeah.
matchup. I was like, the Packers, Ravens, and last night, the Falcons, Rams.
Don't let her get it. Like, go. Start the clock.
Okay.
All right, starting the clock right now.
Derrick Henry. Duh. Bijan Robinson.
Duh.
You know what? Manungai. Swift. Big game against the Eagles, both of them. Damn. Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah. Cook. For the Bills. Don't ask me his first name. Ooh, I'm crushing this list. Thank you, Jim. Think of another good running back. Who's another good running back? Okay, I'm trying to think. Would Montgomery, screw it. I don't know. That's bad. Bad guess. Okay.
Just throw out like a generic last name.
No. Those for the Lions. Get out of here.
Smith. No?
Shut up. Boy. Oh, McCaffrey. Duh. Damn.
All right. How many did she end up with?
I had like 6.
5. She got 5.
5. Number was 4.5. So
yes.
Good job.
Woo! Did he make you lower the line at all?
No, I said it right at that.
Okay.
So that's the thing. 5 is great. Like, I like 4.5. 5, like,
yeah.
I like when it's close.
Okay.
So I'm happy. I'm happy someone won. I'm happy you won, and I'm happy I picked a line that was right there.
I'm just trying to think of other running backs.
So tell us the other ones. You got 5 out of the 8, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Number 1, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh my God.
When he had his 244-yard game.
I wouldn't have thought that.
That was dumb.
You missed Rico Dowdle.
Oh yeah.
He was the player.
He did do well against the Packers. 130 yards?
It was not that game against Packers? Okay.
No, it was week 5 against Miami where he had 206 rushing yards.
Wow. What did Derrick Henry have this past week?
216.
You could have said 260 and I would have
I thought he was going to say 260 and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Was that all of them?
There's one more, right?
Oh, and Devon Achane.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got that one. I should have gotten Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm kicking myself for. But I did fine.
You did good. You did good. I just throwing out some last names made me laugh.
I didn't. Manungai and Swift.
No, but
that was because of the Eagles game on Black Friday. Then I said Montgomery because
you said someone else's last name that didn't. What was
Cook.
Cook.
Because I couldn't remember. I can remember Dalvin Cook, but I can't remember his name. James Cook. I knew it was a J.
Good job.
There's not any other Cooks.
I know, it was just another Montgomery too. Made me laugh.
Yeah, I couldn't remember Montgomery's first name.
David.
Oh, I wanted to say like Ty Montgomery. I'm like,
that is former Packer.
Yeah.
Sometimes first names matter, Molly Brown.
Sometimes, not always. James.
What a good name. That is a man's name. That is a hairy man's name.
Oh my God.
James. All right, Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. That's where I got my big blue truck from Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb. We're going to throw some stones next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Not a Bear fan. Lost
This
a bet.
guy, desperate for attention.
I know, and I'm going to get this attention wearing Bear stuff, and I'm traumatized about it.
I hope it becomes like a thing. It's picked up on like the local news or something.
So like hometown hero turns his back on local team. What? Go back to Chicago, loser.
Is that in the McFarland news?
Yeah. I mean, that'll be in the Thistle every Sunday when the Thistle comes out. Yeah.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. Right now, you can get Pella windows at a discount with Siding Unlimited. Yes, end-of-the-year pricing is a discount right before the 2026 price increases, saving you big money on your project right now. Buy now, install in spring, and lock in. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Hey, it's Jim Rutledge, and if you're like me, you want to look good, feel good, and still enjoy life. That's why I go to Carbon World Health. Whether it's recovery after a long week, boosting energy, or getting your fitness dialed in, Dr. Nestor Rodriguez and his team have you covered. And now, they've got a new med spa in Sun Prairie that has everything you need to look as good as you feel. Carbon World Health isn't just a gym, it's a total wellness experience. Visit carbonworldhealth.com to learn more.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
I feel like I'm opening up like college football, the video game, like just like generic kind of upbeat band music.
Drums.
Dimps behind the glass. She's probably proud. Jim.
Say it. What?
No,
what?
It's just more of like, God, I got to make sure I direct this to the right people. I can't call Molly Dimps. So that's why I was like, Dimps behind the glass.
Yeah, please don't call me Dimps.
Yeah, look, I got
great name for you, Owen. Not for me.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
That's right. It is time to throw some stones, and we won't have to name the person on Twitter. We don't have to dox that person, but
It's not doxing them. It's literally public.
True.
Okay,
So
we
I
don't
have
have to
him
say it,
muted.
but
It's Jacob something. And I feel vindicated for having this person muted. So unlike Molly, I don't mute people that I know that I'm allegedly friends with.
You are okay, maybe you should. Some of the things that we have talked about, maybe you should mute people.
That's fair. But I haven't. I only mute basically Packer reporters that I don't respect because they're just homers. And so like all of...
Hold on, I think it'd be easier to say the ones that you do have unmuted. Jason Wilde?
Jason Wilde, Rob Domofsky.
That's it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Then there's like fan accounts. I'm fine with like if you're someone saying like I'm a fan and I just want to fan out, I'll actually follow those. Like those are fine. I'm fine with that. If they follow me back, great. But it's the ones that pretend to be quote unquote a reporter, and then are like completely biased. And it's like, all right, be one or the other. Be a fan or be a reporter. So this is one of those people that's clearly a fan that presents himself as a reporter.
Okay.
Like our buddy Alex Stroff used to do that a little bit before he got working with us. He used to work for a lot of those sites too. So you got to be one or the other. But this guy is clearly a fan that he projects himself as a reporter. And he was trying to say that Austin Booker was taking another cheap shot at Brock Purdy this time. But Brock Purdy ducked, and so it wasn't
he ducked so fast.
He did.
He would have gotten laid out.
And does Austin Booker come with his head down a little too much? Maybe, but I think we all can agree that Jordan Love hit. If he hit Jordan Love and Jordan Love's head didn't lower into the exact spot that Austin Booker was coming in to hit him, Jordan Love's probably still playing football that game, and obviously he played last week, and Austin Booker probably gets an unnecessary roughness call and no harm, no foul. And it's a hit we've seen before. Same, and then this one here, he's coming in. Again, his head could be up a little bit more, but he's coming in to basically tattoo Brock Purdy across where his jersey name would be and try to get the ball out and knock the crap out of him, which is what you're supposed to do, which is what J.J. Watt basically replied back to this person. Basically, I think he said, I don't know what the green mark next to your name is, but it definitely doesn't mean ball no, or that's basically a clean tackle. And I thought, but the funnier part here, Molly, and this is the embarrassing part for any fan base, and I'm sure Bears fans have done this too, but like Packer fans were then in J.J. Watt's mentions telling him he's wrong. Future Hall of Famer J.J. Watt, wrong. That's the part that like Twitter can be so unserious sometimes, and that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, for sure. That Brock Purdy hit, that was wild. Like, I know you were watching the game because it was obviously against the Bears, but the way that he moved, like, I don't think he saw him coming because it was behind him. But like how quick
he must have heard him or something because he moved at the right time.
Oh my God, it was like he would have gotten smoked. And I'm not saying that it was a bad tackle whatsoever. It was just he would have gotten the
Booker was
crap
coming in to smoke him, and like he's a big guy, so maybe you almost feel it. I don't know. Like,
you feel their presence.
Well, I remember
you feel like a giant thing is chasing after you.
Well, you've been on the field before, like at Camp Randall, and like when the game's going on, if they get near you, it feels like a herd of elephants.
And it comes fast. Though.
Yes. And so like that is one of those things where, like with Brock Purdy, I think it was like a sixth sense of a quarterback.
Maybe.
Where it's like, and I wonder if you feel it. Like if you just feel that, the presence, but also like the feet coming, and you just kind of move for a second. Because look, I watch Jordan, for all his talents, is not like super elusive in the backfield. He can still move. He moves around classic QB style where he knows where to slide up and finds the spots but he's not elusive like, let's say, Caleb or Brock. I had no idea Brock Purdy was so damn elusive.
He's fast.
Right.
So quick. I was shocked by that too.
I was getting so mad watching the game because there's so many times. I guess it's similar to like how if you're watching the Bears where you feel like you got Caleb or Lamar Jackson.
And then you're like, damn it.
Yes. And I was
he's gone.
I was getting so mad watching it because there were a few times where I thought they could get him.
Right.
And they didn't. And heck, Brock ducked so low, I thought Booker was going to fly over him on that one tackle. So, but yeah, he ran 2 touchdowns in that game. I wasn't starting the conversation on the game. I left that game with more respect for Brock Purdy than I guess I hadn't watched a lot of his games, and I kind of believe the narrative that he still was more dependent on his stars than not.
But then seeing him with no stars?
Yeah. Like McCaffrey, obviously the run game was important there, but every quarterback
Ricky
needs a
Pearsall looked good.
But Pearsall's not a star. He's a good player.
No, yeah. I mean, he might be their number 1 right now.
Jennings might be, depending on the game. I feel like those two guys just trade off whichever one is having, whichever one has the best matchup.
Yeah.
Kittle wasn't in that game.
He wasn't playing.
So, hat tip to Brock Purdy and a hat tip there to J.J. Watt. Because it is funny. I don't know. Like, you're not on Twitter much, are you, Molly?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I mean, yes and no.
All right. Well, I was more asking.
Not as much as you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't live in a cesspool.
I'm on my phone too much, I know. But I was just more curious of, like, do things pop up on your For You page and do you just be like, I'm not engaging, whether it's like other fan bases talking trash or like the Bears version of the fake reporter fan?
Yes, all of the above. What about it?
I was asking.
Do you want me to have like specific instances?
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
No, I don't have like. I mean, I get it. I don't have specific instances of it, but like, yeah, there's times that I see stuff, and then even some things from like our teammates at ESPN Chicago. Like, I'll see stuff, and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to. I like I told you, I literally muted you, and I am not kidding. And you are still muted. You are not unmuted at this point in time.
Why?
I should do that. I should do that right now, but maybe I will later. Because it's not me being a dumb fan. It's just like legitimately. I know I wasn't on this show after the Packers lost to the Bears a couple weeks ago, but like I went to bed so angry that night because I was so mad at the game, and like the Packers piss me off. They do, but like the anger that I had after that game was on another level. Just because it was like they lost the game in such poor fashion. Yeah. That's what was so frustrating about it. And like then all of a sudden I just see you posting stuff, and then meanwhile I'm like in my head I'm like, Jim literally texted the group chat 30 minutes ago saying that I hate football and we're gonna lose to a blanking backup quarterback, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, like. So I was even thinking of like different Malik Willis jokes I could think of in my head, because I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not gonna be the person that trolls you, but if you try to say something I'm gonna be like, dude, you guys lost to Malik Willis. Now, I can't use those jokes because it didn't actually happen. So, like, I muted you because I didn't want to hear your BS. I really didn't. And I was like, then when I saw your TikTok, I saw your TikTok the next day sitting in, like, this chair where you have your phone, like, propped up, videotaping yourself. Yeah. And it said something about, like, oh, when Packers fans try to talk to you about the other 55 minutes of the game with your hands going back. I was like, I'm fully out on this guy. Like, I'm done. This guy. I might quit the show. Like, I don't want to see Jim. I don't want to see his face on my vacation. All the things.
That's what's going to make you quit the show.
I was literally like, mute. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because you were the one that was giving up on your team for those entire 55 minutes that you were trying to give Packers crap for.
You've watched multiple games with me now in person. You know that's how I fan, is that I am definitely assuming the worst.
Yes, I do too.
Right.
Literally, like the way the Ravens game opened, we went on the roller coaster ride yesterday. Yes. The way that game happened and Derrick Henry popped off right away, I was just like, great. This is how this game is going, and I wasn't wrong.
So I thought you were going to say, like, I went to bed pissed at the Packers, but I was more pissed about I was going to have to hear from Jim. Like,
I mean, that did cross my mind. I was like, I literally don't want to hear from this guy for a long time. And, like, that is actually part of the reason why I don't want the Packers to play the Bears in the playoffs, because I don't want to hear your crap. So, like, would I rather have the Packers play the Eagles and us just get demolished by them, or have it maybe be a good game, but if the Bears lose, I have to hear your crap?
If the Bears lose?
No, sorry. If the Packers lose to the Bears, I have to hear your crap. I don't want to, like, I might not show up. I might take some sick days to start off the year. That's where I'm at.
This show might need some therapy, because there are some deep-rooted anger.
We might. Yeah.
Hate what?
Nothing. This guy. I'm just kidding.
Savage.
Just kidding.
Jeez. All right. This is Jim Matt.
Look at it. I got us 45.
There you go. Good job.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What vanity plate should I switch to? I like this one from PPLIKME, but I think that's one too many letters. And is that People Lick Me? It's L-I-K.
That looks like People Lick.
I mean, it's not the worst play they have. People Lick Me.
Having that car...
It's Pee-Pee Lick.
It is. It is one too many letters.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-885-3333. That's 800-885-3333.
'Tis the season to be planning your holiday events. Whether it's a party for 10 or 10,000, Celebrations has the sound, video, lighting, special effects, and custom-themed decor to make it the best party ever. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With us on your team, your holiday or New Year's party will be easy to plan and super fun to attend. DJs, casino games, lighting, and photo booths are just the beginning at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
I worried about starting over. I knew I was interested in IT, specifically the cloud program, but I didn't have any technical training in that field. Now, at Madison College, I'm surprising myself. I really love the atmosphere of this campus, and my instructors make learning hands-on and engaging. My advice to others? Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Starion Bank redefines local banking in Madison. As a community bank with a commitment to Dane County, experience a banking relationship where your goals are our priority. Enjoy competitive deposit and loan rates and a partnership that thrives on local engagement and support. Starion Bank is more than a full-service financial institution. It's a community pillar dedicated to your prosperity. Visit one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, offering banking, lending, mortgage, and cash management.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life.
My name is Jake Huser. I was Bucky from 2021 to 2024, and my favorite memory of being Bucky was winning a national championship with both volleyball in 2021 and women's hockey in 2023.
Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
This is Martin Selsaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got to get back out there for a show.
Yes, please.
It's fantastic in the holiday season. I doubt that they have any reservations available for New Year's Eve, but if they do, go see our good friend Lee at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton, the home of the Sizzle, Swizzle, and Swirl Happy Hour. Dimps, what are you doing? Because you're the only one that has any chance of doing anything fun for New Year's. Dimps, what are you doing?
Me and my friends will actually be going over to Vitens.
Okay.
Do a little driving range action. And
at
then,
like midnight or earlier in the day?
I think we agreed upon 5 to 7.
Okay.
And then what do you do for like ringing in the new year for the next 5 hours?
You just tell me what you do on a Thursday. Like.
We'll go back. We'll go back to Barneville and enjoy some beverages at a local watering hole.
Some Coors Lights at a spot in Barneville. Do you know where Barneville is?
Yes. It's on the way to Iowa. Well, it's like Mount Horeb, right?
Well, I was going to say it's near
It's the
Barneville.
same thing, right?
Well, no.
Okay.
Our teammate Lance Davis is, I can't remember if he's from Mount Horeb or from Barneville, but the Barneville folks get very upset if you try to lump them in with.
Is that true? I know
Mount
that
Horeb.
you're from that area.
At least Lance did. Do you know Lance Davis?
I've heard the name. I haven't met him yet.
Okay. It's not his last name in real life. but I'm not sharing it on the
The
air.
school is literally Mount Horeb Barneveld.
Right, but it's like Broadhead Judah, and they're definitely like rivals at other times. Because it's like for football, am I correct on this? Like, so I'll speak for Broadhead Judah. For football, they have to go together, but for like basketball and like volleyball, some smaller sports, they can field a team on their own.
That's wild.
But for football, they're not big enough to field it. Is this what goes on with Mount Horeb Barneveld?
Sort of. So Mount Horeb Barneveld, the only sport, as far as I know, that they co-op with is football. Barneveld being the smaller school, they often go to Wisconsin Heights, which is down in Mazomanie, for soccer, cross country, track and field, all those sports. But that's interesting that you bring that up, because I've never heard that if you combine or you say someone from Barneveld is from Mount Horeb, actually. So
no, it's just more of, he was saying more of like, I have to say the Mount Horeb Barneveld like together. I can't just call it like Mount Horeb football team. You have to like, because otherwise the Barneveld. At least Lance is much older than you. I think he's older than me, so maybe this is trauma that's dropped over the years over there. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on it, but you're the one that lives in Barneveld. I never was in a co-op situation, but I remember when I moved to Wisconsin, I was like, what the hell is Mount Horeb Barneveld? Moved back to Wisconsin because I grew up in the Milwaukee area. So I was like, what the hell is Mount Horeb Barneveld? What the hell is Broadhead Judah? Where's Stoughton? Was another one. Yeah. So those are the ones where I was like, I don't know what is happening here. There was a couple, there was a few other ones I think kind of threw me for a loop, but that was kind of my experience. Molly, what are you rocking out on the New Year's?
I'm literally not doing anything. I've never done anything for New Year's, though. Like, I've never been a partier. I feel like in the state of Wisconsin, I mean, now granted, I get people are going to go out to local watering holes and all the different things, but to me, it's cold. Like, you can't wear, as a girl, you can't wear like cute, short little sequiny outfits and like, be looking cute and all that.
Are.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm old enough where I'm like, that sounds like hell. Like, I don't want to be wearing a large puffer jacket and be freezing my tush off as I'm like walking around. That's not my jam. Yeah. No, I don't plan on doing it. Honestly, I used to be able to stay up to like watch the ball drop in New York City, and now I'm so old that 11. I can't. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock our time, but like, don't they push it back? So then, like, we don't see it until it's like an hour later or something.
They play it later, but you can watch it now live.
Well, yeah, but why would I want to watch it live if it's going to drop at 11?
Because I usually watch the 11 o'clock one and be like, all right, it's New Year in New York. It's the United States. We're good. Like, good night. I'm going to bed. So
yeah, but that's not real, so that's kind of dumb.
What do you mean it's not real?
That's not real. That's in New York. Are you in New York? No, you're not.
Time is just like a made-up human construct.
I mean, yes, it is, but like, we live in that. I mean, some of us do. Some of us do. I know you don't.
I don't have limits.
No, you don't. You're late all of the time. I'm surprised you get here at 4 o'clock every day. It's shocking to me. But yeah, so. But you know what? I have heard the trick of, if you have young kids, to turn all your clocks like 2 or 3 hours ahead. So like your kids think that they're like staying up until it's New Year's or whatever.
So I could try that with mine. I think Tyson is probably not old enough to care about the clock yet.
No.
So it's like a very specific age range where like, with all due respect, as I talk about my own kid, like they're too dumb to get to, so they fall for that trick, but they're like too smart, like because they're smart enough to know what a clock is, but they're dumb enough to fall for that trick.
Yeah.
Because then like I think Rosie at 12, I hope would be like, whoa.
Also, she has a phone, right? So
yes.
it's like,
well, she does. I mean, she has to kind of put it down for a while, but like at some point you just understand like the way time works, and if it was like I'm not tired and it says it's midnight, that's not a thing. So I don't care. There's nothing to do the next day, so we're going to let them stay up as long as they can. They're going to watch movies and do their thing and make homemade pizzas, and they'll probably end up staying up longer than I will. So that's my guess, is that Rosie will last longer. She was at it, just since we have a minute here. Do you remember the days when you were a kid, and she was at a sleepover recently, and she didn't go to bed until 3 a.m.? And I was like, I can't.
That sounds like hell.
And also the New Year's thing, I probably haven't been. So I'm like, I think 16 years older than you. I probably have 17 years older than you. I don't think I've been out on a New Year's in the last 17 years.
Since you graduated college.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the only time that I'm actually up at 3 a.m. is like when I wake up in the middle of the night and then I can't fall asleep again for like 2 hours. That's like the only time I'm up at 3 a.m. anymore.
That's the worst. If you're up and you can't fall back asleep.
Yeah. No, we've had some like of like our 13-year-olds like friends stay over, and yeah, they end up staying up until I don't even know when. I like will randomly hear them in my sleep, and that's about it. But I'm just like, what fun is there to be had at this early in the morning.
So, Dimps, like, when was the last time you were up, like, sober? Like, that late? Like, sleepover
like
sort of thing?
Now. You didn't
But I
finish
mean,
your
like, you're out
sentence.
till, like, 2 in the morning. Like, that's, like, a bar time now. Like, I meant more like you have, like, a sleepover, because 30...
I don't think you can call it a sleepoper for Dimps and his friends.
No, I'm saying,
Dimps,
like...
are you having a sleepover for New Year's Eve with your buddies after you go crush some Coors Lights?
He's hoping to. Maybe there's a late invite for a sleepover. No, I meant more of, like, when you actually were young enough, like, to have sleepovers. Like, do you remember those times? Like, he's the closest to it, of, like, being up to, 3 a.m. playing video games or whatever. That's what I'm asking. And so what did you do during the times you had sleepovers when you were young enough, 10 years ago?
Yeah, I would say generally movies, video games, and board games.
Board games?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
I'm a big board game believer.
I hate
We play a lot of board games.
We do too. I hate them. I hate them all. I can't stand it. I don't have the patience for it.
Judgmental Jim.
Nobody's
my God.
good enough at it. And then I'm also, this might surprise you, I'm a terrible sport. Like, I do.
Shocking.
Yes, I don't like to lose. And my oldest daughter, also a terrible sport. So it's not like a great mix. And then, like, my youngest, there's only like 8 games she can fully grasp.
Yeah.
And those get really old. I can't play life again. I'm gonna lose my mind if I have to. But now we got Barbie Life, so that's fun. We don't play for money, you play for Dream Bucks.
I have actually like an ESPN Seen It. Do you remember this game Seen It?
Yeah.
You would probably crush at it.
I
We
think I had
suck
it.
at it.
I think I used to.
Because it's
have
all
it.
stuff that's like pre-2008.
I thought she was complimenting me for a second, but no.
No, I am.
Matt Hamilton will love this joke. Talk to you guys next year.
Right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk.